Hi. Hello. Ignore, ignore. Alright, let's plug my phone in so it's not dying. Kyla. Oh, hey. There's a dude here. By the way, I'm, like, actually able to buy my mount right now. I'm just choosing not to. Not for a little bit, at least. What, dying? So... There are pirates down here. And they have pirate ships. And I tried to go into the pirate ship, and I got to 3% HP. So I didn't die, but yeah, I got close. And it was entirely because the ship is hard, requires perfect execution to even, like, do what I wanted to do, and I was watching Kyla at the time. As one does. Pulling these guys out. Yeah, it was scary. I almost died to a gnome. That's something great to put on my tombstone. I would have died if he had a ranged attack, or if one of the people that he pulled was a mage. So, we were actually really close to just biting the dust. And this stream would have been leveling up a Tauren warrior on a different server instead. But we can, like, pretend it's because I was, like, unlucky or something, you know, or that I was lucky because Kyla wasn't watching, or I don't know how we would frame it. Unlucky that I, like, couldn't do the quest, or lucky that I didn't die when I couldn't do the quest. Am I sure I want to farm in here? No, I'm not farming in here. I'm just trying to kill, like, 3 guys. And I've already killed 2 of them, so that was the 3rd. Now I just need to check and see if I can kill this other guy. I can't enter into the bowl here. If I enter into the actual, like, arena bowl, I become flagged for PvP. For all PvP. Not just for... Not just for Horde and Alliance. See, this game was built with 2 factions in mind. I'm on the Alliance, which are the humans, the elves, the dwarves, and the gnomes. The night elves, I should say. And then there's the Horde, which has the orcs, the trolls, the tauren, which are minotaurs, and the undead. And I've been a Horde main for 20 years. More than 20 years. Going on 22 now. I've been playing Horde since I was a wee little lad. Like 5 years old, 6 years old. No, let's say 5 years old. I've only been Alliance on hardcore, though. Because my first character I made with a friend, that friend quit. So, you know, I was just kind of stuck with a character. Like, I'm already, you know, locked in on this character. I've got no sense in leaving. Well, that character died. And for some reason I just kept trying to make human warriors, and it kept not working. But I wanted to stay because I had so much gold left over, because this is kind of more of a roguelite than a roguelike. If you have a character that you can send all your gold to, then they can, like, send that to other characters. And so we have what were known as auction house tunes. The auction house is the player market. So these characters stand in front of the auction house, and buy things for their other characters and then mail them over. And they can also be a bank character where they bank a bunch of like reagents and stuff. And I had like 200 gold on this auction house character, and I was saying to myself, I don't need to switch back to Horde because I would rather use this 200 gold to make my next run a little easier. Well, then I died like 12 times after sinking like 100 gold each. No, not 100. What am I saying? But whatever. I sunk a bunch of gold each into each character, and I died, I want to say 4 total times on Human Warriors. Before finally I found out that there was this challenge that's hardcore but a little harder going on another server, and that's what this character was made for. But that challenge has kind of like fizzled out and died. So I'm basically just playing a regular self-found Horde character. Self-found at least means that I can't have an auction house character send me stuff. Oh my goodness, he's dead. So I can't have my auction house character send me stuff on this character anyway because I'm self-found. I can only pick up and use stuff that I use on my own, or that I get on my own. So once this character's done, that means once I reach max level, because I'm not going to do raiding, I'm pretty sure. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll gear up. But I don't think there's enough people on this server to gear up. But once I'm done with level 60 on this character, I'll just go make a Tauren warrior, level up on the Horde again, where I was born and raised. And then just wait until Classic Plus comes out, I guess. Because I'm pretty sure it's not coming out until late next year. It's getting announced at BlizzCon, I know that, and that's in October. Hey, leveled up. Put a point in Impale. I think they put 3 into two-handed weapons, but I just like flat damage boosts, or rather percent damage boost to like just all my damage. I like that. So yeah, the first character I had on Alliance, even though I'm a Horde guy, because I had a friend who was playing with me. The second character I had on Alliance because I was already committed to that character, and I had a bunch of gold, so when that character died, I just still had a bunch of gold on my auction house character. The third character, that's this, or rather the 3rd through 6th, they were all dead, essentially. But if we don't count the various deaths, there was no second character, and this is the second character, and that's only because it was for a challenge that I ended up not doing, but the challenge was, it's race lock, where you could only group with or interact with other players of your same race. So, you know, the racist challenge. So I was playing a human because the only people I knew that were playing it, a streamer and his community, were all human as well. But then that fell through because a different streamer, who was the guy in charge of our guild, just like our clan, our community, quit to go do some other like flavor of the month challenge run on a different server entirely. So after all of that, that basically means once I'm done with this character, who's basically a single player character anyway, like they are, I can group up with other players, I just can't trade with them anymore. And I've lifted the race lock. Like, I'm not doing the race lock challenge anymore. I'm just playing this character to 60. Once I hit level 60, I'll consider just going back and playing another regular hardcore character on the Horde this time. I know my TLDR was also really long, but the TLDR of the TLDR. First character because of a friend. That character I put a lot of time into. Made a bunch of gold. That's why I kept playing Alliance, and then I was forced to play Alliance on this one, and the next one will be Horde again. But what the faction conflict means, you know, I'm saying there's Alliance and there's Horde, and it's basically the human-like races versus the bestial, barbaric races, right? The reason for the Alliance-Horde conflict is, you know, in lore or whatever, but because these are based on RTS games that have been around for a while, so they're just the factions of the RTS games. But the Alliance and Horde, gameplay-wise, are two separate factions that, if they encounter each other out in the world, on PvP servers at least, the game was designed around PvP servers, if they counter each other out in the world, it's just free-for-all PvP. Your opponent is a player in the world that you can kill. Or rather, other players in the world that are on the other faction are opponents that you can kill, right? Zones like this, Stranglethorn, which has a really high level range and you're in for a long time, like, these zones are notorious PvP zones on PvP servers. And you'll have entire, like, swathes of Horde and Alliance just fighting each other across the entire zone. You know, playing Fortunate Son and firing machine guns into the trees from helicopters, except, you know, in Warcraft. But, like, the game was designed around this faction conflict, so it's almost, like, upsetting to me that I'm Alliance right now, you know? It's like, I wish I was a Tauren, I wish I was an Orc, something. I have to like a Natsu tweet, so hold on. So I didn't see the leaves. That's funny. I didn't see the frog leaves. But that was good. This girl is weird. Alright. We're back. I also need to kill an elite around here, but he just died and I don't know how long his respawn timer is. The usual is 2 to 5 minutes, so I'm just... Oh, there he is. Right there. Right there. So I'm gonna kill this guy. And then I'll, kill this guy, I guess. Yeah, these are raptors. This game is, I always found it, like, kind of just weird, but also, like, surprisingly normal that there are just, like, dinosaurs around in the world in some places. They just are there. This isn't like a Land of the Lost type jungle. Like, we do have a Land of the Lost type jungle where it's just filled with dinosaurs. This place is just, like, a normal place out in the normal world. Raptors are just a thing in Warcraft, I guess. And you find them in really random places. Okay, are you ready for this? I don't think I can take it. Jeez, man, it's a level 43 elite, and I'm losing to it. There's a chance that I can with Dragon Breath Chili, so we're going to try it again. We're also going to stack Rage on... these guys. I just need to kill one first to make sure that there's no issue. Okay. Hello, Pico, who might or might not be the actual goat of Mecha Chameleon. Mecha Chameleon. Okay, hold on. So I have this to try. Okay. Hold on, I can't pay attention, can't pay attention. We did it. That was very technical of me. I stunned him, or rather made him cower in fear from my intimidating shout, and then I stepped away to heal myself. Yeah, I was wondering if he was just really blind, or like. But I'm glad you made it out okay. That was definitely one of the funniest rounds. I'm glad I was a part of it. I think I played in 3. Yeah, I was Image, L9 Image, and Pro Jungler Image. No, not L9. I was T1 Image. No, I was L9. Was I? Yeah, I was L9 Image. I was just talking about how I almost died when she was streaming. I got down to 3% HP against a gnome, of all things. He was a gnome pirate. That I just couldn't handle. I'm not going to go back there to try unless I have potions and... I mean, I am level 46 now. It's one level higher, but... when I was talking about the faction conflict, there's the Horde and Alliance, right? This is a Horde settlement. And I'll see if I can get close enough to, find a guard. Not to attack them, I would die, but, you know, just to stand near a guard and point them out from a distance. Doing some jungle recon here. I can get really close to the base, actually. I have to be careful of the road. I think there's one that patrols up and down it. There we go. You see that? That little symbol right there means that they're Horde. If I go near them, since they're NPCs, if I go near them, they'll attack me. And attacking me will put me into PvP. Like, it'll flag me for PvP for 5 minutes automatically. And if another player wants to, they can attack me when I'm flagged for PvP. And even try and kill me. And if I die in PvP, I die. This is hardcore. If you die at all, you die. You have to delete your character. And yeah, I've been Horde for 22 years. Almost 23, I think. I've been on this side of the jungle. And of also the world. Generally speaking, this continent is mostly Horde. This continent is mostly Alliance, but there's an Alliance city up here and there's a Horde city up here. But I, grew up in Duratar and in Mulgore. I didn't really grow up so much out in the zones where I am right now. Or not right now, right now. Right now is a both faction zone. But like this one here, this forest where the humans start in, I did not grow up there. I've been there a few thousand times, but I grew up in the dust-laden streets of Orgrimmar. The Drag was my home. The Valley of Honor, where I went to school. The Valley of Strength was the shopping mall. The Valley of Spirits was East Side. We don't talk about East Side. I haven't set my alarm, but I do have to leave when this clock right here says 2:50, or sorry, 2:30. Because I have an appointment at 4 and I need to get food before it. Yeah, you like that? Yeah, I'm funny. I promise. I swear. I swear, guys. I'm the goat at Mecha Chameleon. She's right, it is hard to say. I'm sorry.
What's on your mind?
Look, I don't think there's a fucking shot that I'm gonna...
You got my attention. Great to meet you. What's on your mind?
Okay. So I can grind out for the last page that I should vendor since I'm here. I will vendor some stuff first. Is this chapter 2? Yeah, I can sell all that. I just need page 20. Nah. Don't sell zesty clam meat. I need those. I think Clamlet teaches me a recipe, and I think that recipe is really good. What the hell? Huh. It's a random 27 gold auction house thing that I can't sell. Oh no, it's more. Shit, I think this is a lot more. I'm curious. I'm obviously vendoring it, but I'm curious. Robes of Insight auction house value. $60 to $100 gold on classic fresh or anniversary. Damn. If I wasn't self-found, this would be a insane. But I'm self-found. I can't sell it on the auction house. I have to just vendor it for gold. I have to vendor it for 1/60th of its value. Doesn't that feel bad? Doesn't that feel horrible? I could... Okay, so there's a world where I hold on to it because I am going to de-iron at 60. Using OSR's terms. I will turn off my Hold on. I will turn off self-found once I reach level 60. So there is a world where I just hold on to it and use it as a little, like, cash infusion down the line. I'll put it in the bank. I think open world BOEs, especially ones that are level 42, because this will last a caster. If I wanted to make, like, my mage not self-found, I could send this to a caster once they reach level 42, and it's just a broken item, you know? But that would imply that I want to keep playing on this server, and this server has a really low population. So what we're going to do is turn off rested XP for a bit. We need exactly 1 of page 20. So once I have page 20, I will turn all those in. And then what do? I don't think I can get Bangalash, my guy. Maybe. I'll have Retaliation again. Retaliation's a good cooldown. Makes things a little easier against Bangalash. I don't have food. I just noticed. I think there's a food vendor up here. In fact, I know there is. So let's go get some food. I could make a lot of bandages. Deep fried plantains, guys. This is why we didn't spend money on a mount, because look at that, I just spent 6 gold on food. Do you guys like plantains? Are you plantain fans? I find them weird. I don't crave them. I don't even think they're good. They taste really, like, neutral to me. My mom told me they would taste like not as sweet bananas, and then I, like, had a deep fried plantain, and it just did not taste like a banana at all, and I said, why would you lie to me? But I was also, like, 7, so they're probably good. There's only one food in the world I can't stand, and it's olives. Anything else that's just, like, gross for the sake of being gross, you know? What else did Kyla say? Okay, time to Pokajan. Well, good for her. Pokajan is fun. I think. I don't know. I don't play it. I just grind on these guys until I get... Are they too low level for me to get experience? They are. I might have to go inside the cave. That's fine. Ooh, silver. Bunga bunga. I could also have fire, I just have only... That's a page 18. Fuck. I can also have fire. I have a chili that I make that turns my breath aflame. But I don't want to use it on just these random, like, low-level mobs. Lower level than me. If they're... So the number next to their name, obviously, is their level. If it's green, it means I get, like, half experience from them, I think. And if it's gray, it means I get no experience from them. And it's entirely based on how much lower level they are than me. And then there's orange if they're higher, and there's red if they're a lot higher. And then there's skull. Like, their number gets replaced with a skull if they're, I think, like, 10 levels above me. And at that point, I can't tell what level they are. So a skull mob for a level 30 could be a level 40, but it could also be a level 60, right? So I'm getting no experience from these guys, but I don't want to go down to the troll area, because they're dropping pages pretty decently. And there's a chest back here, at least, that I can pick up. That could have been bad. Forgot to keep up hamstring. But yeah, because these mobs are so, like, weak... Yeah, you can see how that's dangerous. Because these mobs are so weak, I don't want to waste this, because I was saying this yesterday, this chili is genuinely a max level, like, raid consumable that people take. And that's because it doesn't share, like, a buff slot with anything, so you can have this Dragon Breath chili belching fire, and you can have, you know, like, other buffs from other items, other potions, other scrolls. And in that regard, the chili is good because it just adds extra damage. It's not a lot of damage. It's like, I want to say like 50 every few hits or so, which if you look at my health bar, like this is only level 45. The max level is 60. So adding 50 damage every few hits is like whatever, but it is still extra damage, so it is used as a consumable, and it's in very high demand. And it only lasts for 10 minutes, so if your raid night is lasting 2 hours, then you need 20 of them, right? Or, no, wait, I'm stupid. You need, what, 60 of them? 6? Not 20, not 60. You need 6 for an hour, so you need 12. I don't know why I got all that confused. But it's also kind of hard to make, and remember, I'm self-found. All the materials I have to get on my own, and they're not found everywhere. Some of them are the flame sacks. So if you remember the flame sacks that I was getting when I got my little dragon pet, I turned those flame sacks into Dragon Breath chili so that I can breathe fire occasionally. But I only have 14 left, and I was thinking about just kind of holding on to it and using it only against, like, difficult enemies for a while. And then if I get the opportunity, which won't happen anytime soon, but if I do get the opportunity, then I'll go and either grind more Dark Whelplings or other things, I guess. There are other things that have flame sacks. Unfortunately, one of those things is horde only, because it's an alliance-friendly mob in the jungles of Feralis, which is on the other side of the planet. Right here. Those are some of the easier ones to grind because they're not particularly hard, and because they drop some pretty decent loot otherwise. Like, they have good loot tables. They have skins, which means that if you're skinning, then you can skin them for even more money. And they drop flame sacks. But do I really want to go out of my way for flame sacks for like a minute damage buff? Not anytime soon. I feel like I should go down to the trolls. Alright, we're gonna kill our way out of here and then go find the trolls and kill them. I need to stop doing that. My friend, the witch doctor, he told me what to do. Boom, 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 boom. My friend, the witch doctor, he told me what to do. Boom, 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 boom. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ding, ding, wada, wada, bing, bing. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ding, ding, wada, wada, bing, bing. I killed hundreds of these guys when I was trying to get this axe that I'm currently wearing, because the quest requires an herb, a plant that you can pick out in the world, and I don't have herbalism or the ability to pick plants out in the world, so I had to find mobs that can just drop them, and one of them is the Curzon Medicine Man, which is in this area. So I killed hundreds of Curzons, half of which were medicine men, so I could get 8 of the life root herb and turn those into whatever it is that the guy had to do in order to make this axe. I mean, you know that it really is just... It's an RPG. We need to just make you go gather some shit. And it was an it is an RPG based around player interaction, so it assumed that I, as a level 46 warrior without herbalism, would just go to the player market and buy some, but I didn't. I don't have the ability to because I'm self-found. I don't know if you guys know, but there was a literal, like, conspiracy level, or conspiracy theory level, like, actual thing that happened in the gaming world across the 90s and 2000s, really the 80s as well. And I don't think it was just gaming, but it was, like, media, and it was basically... Like, the message is good, so, like, saying it's a conspiracy level is, like, kind of wrong, but... Yeah, Nocturne versus Blitz. So, just saying this is, like, a conspiracy is kind of mean, but it's also, like, true that it literally was, like, this whole undercover, like, government-led thing that happened in media. But basically, back in the late 90s, early 2000s, and I think it even reached into the 80s for a bit, but, like, in television media, they were, like, games that were popular enough were forced to have some sort of environmental message at some point in it. That's why so many 80s cartoons are just like, oh, the X-Men mutants are, or sorry, I guess that's a 90s cartoon, but still, like, the X-Men mutants are mutated because of pollution, you know? Or just, like, Captain Planet as a whole. Like, basically the environmentalist message was being funded by, I think it was, like, the EPA or something. And they had to put that into every game. And this area, and areas like it, are actually the World of Warcraft result of that. World of Warcraft was reached out to by the EPA as undercovered, you know, discreetly. But also, like, it's a good message, so it's not, like, a bad thing that it happened. But this venture company, they're all over the place, and basically they're just, like, deforesters and oil diggers and whatever else. Just, like, your stock standard bad guys polluting the environment for the sake of polluting the environment. Just dumping toxic waste into the beautiful Lake Nasfaridi for no reason. It's pretty cool. It is possible that Blizzard wasn't reached out, now that I'm thinking about it, because Warcraft was an indie game when it came out. Like, Blizzard was the indie company back in the day. I do know that they reached out for future expansions. They did for Pandaria at one point. If they didn't reach out, if the EPA didn't reach out for anything, really, it's still fine, because, like I said, it is a good message, protecting the environment. Like, yes, good things. But yeah, I do find it kind of funny. Yeah, it's something that they stopped doing, and it's not because of any, like, lobbyists or anything. Part of the reason is because they think that the message has gotten across and, like, everybody, like, should believe it now, I guess. Like, people on both sides of the political spectrum are agreeing, like, yeah, that's something we gotta work on. I think what they realized, like, especially, like, the EPA, or, again, I don't know if it was actually the EPA or a different government agency, but let's just say it was the EPA. And a lot of games are made in America, so that's why I'm talking about an American company doing this, but, I think what ended up happening is that they had the realization that the average consumer, and I say realization, it's probably genuinely a, oh my goodness, this guy's gonna beat my ass. Alright. Alright, we're out. We're out. We're out. You're not possible. We're leaving. They had the change in directive where it's no longer on the individual, like, consumer to fix the environment. Like, as much as it's good to recycle, like, you throwing a water bottle, a used up water bottle, or this can into the garbage can instead of recycling, it literally means nothing. And they've shifted their focus instead to the can makers, or the bottle makers, or whoever, to say, you should make this more environmentally stable, more renewable, more whatever, as opposed to force the person to put it into a special receptacle so that they make it environmentally sustainable. You know, big example, right? Back in the day, and they still do this in some countries, especially Mexico, I know. Back in the day, you would physically take your glass bottles that had Coke or whatever in it, and you would take it back to the store, and the store would give that back to their distributor. You would get like a quarter back or something. I don't know how much, and it probably depends on the era, but you would get some money back for returning the bottle, and they would have a container that they can refill with Coke after they clean it and sanitize it, right? So you would return your Coke bottles, and that was their own way of sustainability. We don't need to make more bottles. We don't need to spend energy on making bottles, because you just, like, it's just the way things go, is that you return a bottle. But now the way things go is that you have to put the bottle into the recycling bin, and now there's two separate, you know, there's a garbage and a recycling, and in some countries there's more. I think Japan has like 5 different places that you sort trash, if I'm not mistaken. I watched the Bibu clip, I swear. I know what I'm talking about. When she had the trash closet, and she said she didn't want to because it involves separating the trash, and she's like, there's 5 different trash cans. Like, the realization of the agencies involved is that this shouldn't be on the consumer to fix. This should be on the people making it to fix. And so they've shifted from, you're the bad person for not littering, or for littering, I should say. You're the bad person for littering, to, like, why is this litter bad anyway? Shift from plastic packaging, because plastic packaging is bad. Shift from, you know, chemical dyes and whatever else in the packaging and the whatever. You get what I'm saying? Like, just using recycled materials isn't enough. They have to reduce the cost of, or they have to increase, like, fuel efficiency in the recycling trucks. They have to increase factory fuel efficiency, or factory energy efficiency, so that they're not, you know, using so much coal power or natural gas power or whatever it is that they're using. They also said, like, okay, if every single human being on planet Earth recycled every single ounce of their plastic instead of throwing it in the garbage, it would make a negligible difference on the environment. Whereas if every single power plant was replaced with a stable nuclear reactor, like, it would be instantaneous. The fixing of the environment would be instantaneous. So that's part of why the messages stopped being forced. The only place that they're not forced, or sorry, that they're still forced is, for example, like the don't litter in the park. They put that under, you know, we want to keep the park beautiful, but what it really is we don't want you to clutter up the environment. It'll, you know, kill animals and stuff. They'll choke on a plastic bag and die. You want that? You want to kill a harmless little rabbit? I do. They're delicious. Like, not to sound like a sociopath, but rabbits are pretty good. I wouldn't, like, just kill one for fun, but, you know, I'd buy a skinned and rabbit at the supermarket. You know? But yeah, the Warcraft version of this environmental, like, quote-unquote force messaging was the Venture Company. They're a goblin cartel that employs people of all races, and essentially they're vendors in natural resources, things like lumber and oil. That's why when you see them down here, they had Blitzcrank, and he was cutting down trees, right? And you have the geologists, and they're casting fire spells. I'm not going to fight those guys. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do the King Bangalash quest. Try to CC him just before 50% if possible. If not, we have retail. We save retail for second half, but we keep 25 rage plus. Okay. Don't press abilities unless we have 55 or more rage. Seems easy. If it's not easy, then when we inch out, we run away, right? But I think the retail will make things safe. So let's do it. Pretty sure King Bangalash is a big old tiger. I feel like he's got a unique model. We'll find out. So he spawns it at 50% HP. We need to... kill things around. He's a white tiger. Okay. Level 43 beast. I think we should be fine to just start him. I think I'm gonna pop a dragon breath chili so you can see what it looks like when I use it. Let me eat first. Full HP. Hey, somebody reached level 60. Good for them. Oh shit, okay. Nah, reset. Just run. Yeah, I have to inch out. No, I don't. Okay, yeah, I do. Goodbye. Oops. Okay, well that's annoying. Now I have to wait 3 minutes before I can attempt King Bangladesh again. So let's just keep running until we've deleashed. Which apparently takes a long time. There we go. We'll try that again. Clear out a little more of the surrounding low-level mobs before we do anything. Should be made easier now that we have 10 minutes of... Oh, the Dragon Breath Chili's gone. I don't know why it's gone. Yeah, we want to hold in shut because the strategy is to wait an in shout on one enemy and not multiple. I thought it would be fine to just start there because the lower level a mob is, the shorter their leash range is. What that means is when you stand near an enemy with a red name, they attack you. How close that is shorter the lower level that they are compared to you. It's all comparative. So we'll try this again. We'll go a little slower. We need to wait 1 minute, and we need to kill the things in the immediate vicinity so that things don't become an issue. Let's double check and see he didn't... Yeah, he didn't, like, scream for help or anything. That's... If it says in chat in orange letters that the enemy screamed for help or called for help or something, that means that they, like, cast an invisible ability, so to speak, that increased their social aggro range, which is the, you know, the aggro of, things around you, or things around the enemy. So, like, if I pulled this tiger and there was another tiger right next to it, then another tiger next to it would also join it in combat. Turning on my stealth detection. Spamming tab. Because this is a tab target MMO. This is the tab target MMO. We do this, we wait. I think we're ready to start. Okay, yeah, this is not at all doable right now. We just run. We need to start with rage. Holy fuck. Holy shit. Go away, please. Go away, please. Go away, please. Please don't swim. Please don't swim. Okay, we're good. Hey, caramba. I think he summoned two. No, that was just a regular freaking mob next to me. Okay. Life sucks and then you die. Apparently eating turns off Dragon Breath Chili. That sucks. Major nerds. I hit my retail. Okay. That wasn't intended. Fuck. This quest has become a lot harder now. Level 72. I don't see anyone who's 72. 72 shouldn't be possible. I think the maximum level in vanilla is 65. Like, of enemies. Of players, it's 60. I think of, like, NPCs in this game, either enemies or not. I think it's 65 that you can't go past. Or they can't go past, or never do, or whatever. I think we'll try one more time. We'll try it with rage. Okay, nope, 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 no, 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 please, nope, no, 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 no. It's over, it's over, it's over, it's over. Holy shit, it's not over. Please go away, please go away. Never punished. Never unlucky. My heart is not pounding. It is not pounding right now. I'm good, in fact. Oh, yeah. It's crazy how much harder the game is on Warrior than, like, Hunter. And now the Panthers are just there. Hopefully they go away. There was no world I'm supposed to survive that. I don't have a get out tool. I have only go in tools, you know? My get out tool is something that I'm using in the combat itself. That's not good. I continue my rant from yesterday. I don't understand why people would, like, intentionally name themselves something like Stanky Shots and say, yeah, that's the name that I want to look at for 60 levels and then endgame, you know? I really want to play a character named Stanky Shots. I will find that funny every time I look at the character select screen and chat every single time I play the game from level 1 to level 60, which is like 10 in-game days. I mean 10 days worth of in-game played time. That is 240 hours. Yeah, I want to spend the entire time looking at the name Stanky Shots, you know? Like, really, dude? Really, dude? Oh, dying to Bangladesh there would have been really unfortunate. But we're good. I wonder, are Warcraft's, like, item drops made on NPC spawn, or are they made on... like, when the character, or when the NPC dies? Now, that guy is gonna... said he's gonna be back after RFD to do Big Game Hunter. RFD takes about an hour, so for some reason still in Stranglethorn in an hour, then I'll do it with him. What was his name? Stanky Shots? Why did I even ask? I knew that. Stanky Shots. He's still in Stranglethorn. I don't really need that one last page, but if I'm being honest, like, I'm getting experience doing this and the... You're going to sleep? Alright, have a good night. I wouldn't... Bro. Even if it was nighttime, I couldn't sleep right now. My heart is still pounding from that Bangladesh encounter. I don't think he's possible at my level with my equipment. 2 EP, yeah, I get you. Have a good rest. Bye-bye. Oh, man. Oh. Three warriors. Don't want to die to den. Alright. I think I have enough in my bags to get a mount. I'm gonna go vendor. This guy's saying that he can help with Bacthera, so we'll just kill things on the way to the vendor. Shouldn't be too insanely difficult, you know. Oh, cool. Where are they? What's all the logout for? Are they doing logout skip? This is so perplexing. They're all just like getting in and camping, logging out. What? Okay. Weirdos. I am going to vendor some stuff. I'm gonna check X, because why not? She really did look like a frog. I think there's one up here. Yep. Nice. We're just helping these people. And in turn, they will help me with Bagthera or Bangladesh. So I think it's a win-win. Got my little dark whelpling trailing behind me. Life is good. Life could be a dream. Has Kyla sang that on stream? I think she said life could be a dream. Does that count? I really need... I have 3 people in chat with me. I need at least one to break the silence and confirm. Has Kyla Kowalskia said, not sang, but said, life could be a dream on stream? Because that would, I think, count towards my playlist. That would count towards my playlist of songs that Kyla has sung or mentioned on stream. And I say mentioned, but not all of them are... Like, I don't have every Hololive song on there, you know? I'm not going to put... I'm not going to put, like, Hollow Dreams songs on there, even though they are on Spotify. Just because, like, that's number one, is cheating. But number two, more importantly, it would be too many, and then it would just be a playlist of Hollow songs. I only have the Hollow songs that, like, she is most known for randomly singing. Up to and including, like... Paresajitu. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Paresajitu. Paresajitu. I don't know. In the song, it sounds like she's saying Parisai, like P-A, but obviously it's spelled P-E. And I don't speak Indonesian, so to me that's Parisai. Because that's what it would be in Spanish. And I know for a fact it's not Parisai, you know? Parisaijitu, guys. It's Parisai. Alright, we're here. I don't necessarily want a third, lady. Too many. Hey. That's scary. Life could be a dream. many more do they need? 2? Man, things go by so much faster with a group. Being this close to a mount as well feels good. We know this area well. Almost died here. Would have been kind of hilarious. I don't want to use this in order to use Shout, because if I use Blood Rage, it technically applies threat to me. It's a small amount, but it does apply threat, which means that as soon as they deleash, they would go towards me instead. But it looks like we're good. So I'll help them with Bacthera. Also running around. We haven't really increased our experience bar by very much this these past few minutes. We weren't going to for a while at least, but dude, his dual wielding swords are just massive. Look at them. Falling off of this could kill your character if you're not careful. Oh, 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 Kaela. Oh, 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 what are you saying? What are you tweeting? Oh, man. That sucks, actually. Yeah, I'm... That actually, really sucks. Why would the relative just, like, take the friends with you plush? Like, what reason do they have to just, like, take it randomly? That doesn't make any sense. Like, if they're a Kyla fan, then they're just, like, getting called out. Oh, nice.
Help you find something? Light vessel. Mm. I think there are ogres here, right? Yeah, this is the ogre area. We don't get any quests over here on Alliance, I think. I know the Horde do. I have done these quests many times. Nothing against this materia person, but man, they take a long time to get anywhere. Like, I have no mobility, so he's always going to be in front of me. And then she's just slow. But I'm in no rush. You'd think that I am. Like, I'm trying to level up relatively fast, but whatever. No rush required. I would like that page 20, though. That's kind of a really important page. They are taking paths through the jungle I would never take in a million years. Like, lady, you can just jump across the river, it's fine. No. Can turn on auto run, you know. Then again, I stopped to chat, so. SLCC esports coming online and going offline is making me sad because they don't exist anymore. SLCC esports got defunded. They are no longer a program that can run on its own. So we remember fighting this guy, right? Actually, nobody that was here was there, I'm pretty sure. Listen to the sound of those deep wounds. Oh boy, howdy. Oh baby. I don't know the name of the add-on, but there's an add-on in this game that when you hover over a reagent item, or rather like a trade good, it tells you somewhere all of the things that trade good could be made for. And I would like that add-on. Because I don't know what these shadow cat hides are for example. Now, I don't need it on this character, but, you know, it'd be good to know. Oh, this is an alchemy ingredient, and I'm leveling up an alchemist who can't use it yet, but will be able to use it soon. You know, that would be cool. I need to kite this up here, actually. I still don't know what oomph means. I know that's not what they were typing. I could rewind the VOD and find the answer for her, but I'm not going to. Alright, we've done it. We are successfully ready for Bangladesh. much easier that was. I love this add-on. It's called I Will Remember. It takes everybody that you've ever interacted with, and you can save them onto a... You can save them onto a little database, and you can either save it to be personal or public. And you, essentially anybody with the database can access it and see what that person looks like to other people, or what they, you know, their I Will Remember database notes are to other people. You can't access your own though, and that's like the whole point. Is that it's a database of stuff, like basically just like player notes. So I can go back. Or like, and what it does is it flags them when I see them again. So if I ever see those people again out in the world, excuse me, it'll automatically show me that I gave them a good score, so that I can remember that when they're, you know, chatting again or whatever. It's a really cool add-on. I like it. And now we just grind trolls until it's either 230 or I have page 20. And if we ever run out of bag space, we cry profusely. I'll go up here. Should probably make my bed. I didn't do that this morning. It sounded like a page. I didn't know that it was going to be Scroll of Spirit 3. What a stupid fucking letdown. Whatever, I'm using it. Spirit is technically good. It gives me out of combat regeneration. Page 24! That's really great. That's great. That's... Kyla Kowalska is stealing our luck, and we are okay with that because she is cute. That's the takeaway, right? She's sitting there halfway across the planet, laughing hysterically at me. From her secret bunker where she has the luck siphoning machine set to full. She's laughing as she steals all of my luck and puts it into luck batteries that she can use to get better gotcha pulls. There's someone else here. Multiple someone else's here, actually. We'll go up here to the area with stronger enemies. Ow! My footage is... It's a nice dress. Oh. I can do that. They can do that twice. Fucking cocksucker. Should I YouTube poll again? Do we think I'm gonna reach... It's gonna hit 230 or do I'm gonna get page 20? I want to say I have like a 1 in 10 chance of any page. And there are 15 pages in total, I think. So 1 in 10 times 1 in 15, that's low. Less than 1%. Every kill I have less than 1% odds of getting it. Doesn't that sound a little familiar? Why, yes. Yes, it does. Says the dark whelpling that has been following me this whole time. He's such a cutie, though. Such a fat little fuck. Look at him. His fat little tummy. His flappy little wings. Those wings don't support flight, you troll. Not literally, this is a troll. You're a dragon. You're a dumbass little fat baby dragon, aren't you? Look at this stupid-ass fat little baby dragon. Look at him. He's just doing a little circle on top of the corpse of a dead troll? Does he have no shame? Does he have no honor? Savages, savages, barely even human. When we turn in, we're gonna do it by going back to Booty Bay. Turning in there. Flying to Westfall and running down. And that might happen this stream or next stream. Page 8. Not a page that I need, but it is a page. I was wondering why I wasn't getting enough rage for Whirlwind, but I had enough rage. I just had to switch stances. 18! Good for that page. It's old enough to vote. We are just one dumb little page away. We have been this entire stream, actually. Not true. We were 2 pages away at the start. So, you know, we're halfway done. We're halfway there, even. Some would even say we are living on a prayer. I would not be one of those some. I would be my own separate entity in this endeavor, but regardless of your personal beliefs of the matter or not, we are, in fact, halfway there from the perspective of the start of this stream, which was at noon-ish. I know it's a 3-minute cooldown, but, like, I don't want to deal with that again. Actually, pulling a headhunter is like the reason I don't really want to be up here, even though they are at level. Because if I random pull a headhunter, I can't really run away. I'm stuck in combat with 2 people. If I wasn't in a little bit of a hurry, I need to be 47 by the end of this stream, right? I keep saying 48's the goal, and it really is, but when I said to Patholarics that I would tank Zul'Farrak this week, I did specifically say 47. I've just been saying 48 because if I reach 48 it would be better and it would be less risky and so on and so forth. I will hit 48 in the middle of the dungeon if I'm 47 and some change. So we do need to hit 47 today, and we have a lot of quests we're about to turn in. We will be about halfway done with 46. Oh my goodness. We will be about halfway done with 46 before this stream, or assuming we get the last page, we'll be halfway done with 46 before this stream ends. I do need to leave at 2:30, but technically that's also not true. I need to leave at 3, and even technically that's not true. I can leave at 3:30. But the plan is... looks like he has a person anyway. The plan is leave at... my goodness. Popping in my TMJ. The plan is leave at 2:30 so that I have time to go get fast food lunch, which is always good for you, never bad. I'm in the process of thinking about what I'm actually going to get for fast food lunch, and I'm thinking either Freddy's, even though they're a little more expensive, or I mean, McDonald's stopped selling the Big Arch, which I was actually a big fan of, and I only ever got once, but I really liked it. Taco Bell's off the table. I want to keep my guts intact, and I don't think Taco Bell is habitable for that desire. Oh my goodness. What else? It's like, what, Freddy's? Burger King kind of sucks, IMO. Wendy's is better. I don't even... I mean, I only go to Wendy's for chicken sandwiches, though, which is weird because their burgers are excellent. They stopped selling the pretzel bun, and I'm like, okay, do I want, like, a basic-ass ketchup mustard burger? No, not really. And chicken sandwiches are better for me anyway, so why not just get that? If I'm gonna sit on my ass all day and play World of Warcraft, I might as well, like, go get decent food. For me, not taste. Arby's is not good at all. I've tried their dumbass little Wagyu burger a couple times, and it's not great. You only go to Arby's for curly fries, which sucks because everything else on the menu sucks. And I mean everything. There's not a speck of edible food on that menu. That's kind of funny. Oh, not great. Yeah, keep running. We'll be fine. We will be fine if I run this way. Just keep running. Keep running. That axe thrower, like, didn't get, tagged with everyone else. Just keep running, keep running, keep running. That axe thrower didn't get tagged with everyone else. In that group, he got social aggroed somehow. And then once he got social aggroed, like, a second later, because he's a ranged character, he's just standing there. If he was in melee range, he would switch to his melee attacks against me. But because he wasn't, he stood there, and it happened to be in the path of this hunter right here, so now we need to probably just... Oh, no, though... Yeah, they're all pathing in the same... We'll just leave the group. We killed one. He didn't drop the page. Nobody's dropping these fuck-ass pages anyway, you know? Now. Still no 20. Correct me if I'm wrong, but no, it was like 18, right? Excuse me. That's funny. What was I doing 36 minutes ago? I feel like we were grouped with that group, right? Something smells like vinegar, and I don't know why. Guess we are 1 page away. We've been 1 page away for hours now. Hours and hours. Can I please just get this one? Another 14? Really? Brother, stop dropping me useless pages. I want page 20. That's where all my luck went. That's why I'm not getting the page. Because freaking Kyla is playing Polka-John. She's winning. That means she took my luck successfully. She could have just asked. I would have said yes anyway. Freaking woman. Jeez Louise, man. An 11 now. We have a page 11. That's cool. Epic. Rad. It's just the nearest vendor is such a long walk away. I think I need to reload. I don't want these stupid symbols on my screen. And I don't know how to get rid of them. When you join a party, all of their questy stuff shows up on your screen. And updates dynamically, but it doesn't update again when they leave your screen. See? None of that was mine. None of those was my quest objectives. Come on, come on. I think that worked. Wow. Okay, Whirlwind with Sweeping Strikes is broken. A lot of people are hitting 60 lately. Maybe I don't need to leave this server. I don't know. Maybe I can stay here after I hit 60 and like actually do some raids or something. That's the like desired goal, is to someday do a raid on this character. Just any, and then probably die, but, you know, have fun doing it. I do genuinely like the vanilla endgame experience more than any other version of Warcraft. I think it's fun to, I think it's fun to gear up and go do some relatively simpler raids. Like, the bosses, if any strategy, usually have one or two, like, mechanics, you know? But most of the time, for a lot of it, they're just spanking tanks. Raid leader will say something like, if you get X debuff, you stand in Y spot, and then you're, like, good to just keep doing whatever it is that you do as a class. As your class. don't know if you read that. I'll leave it up on screen. You can read it in your own time. Our mages have war glaives. Look at that. Which they can do, I think. I'm actually not sure. I think the war glaives have asked enough. I know they're swords. I know mages can equip swords. But now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if the glaives themselves have a class restriction. These guys are low enough level that they don't cause me any threat or problems. I don't know. But they are high enough level that I get experience from killing them. And you want relatively higher level because they are more likely to drop the pages. And for that reason, I'm sitting here wondering, why don't I just run over to the pirates again? The next time my inventory is completely full, which it is, we'll just, we'll back. We'll hearth. It's already 2:30 anyway. I don't know why I'm pressing random buttons instead of just like the good buttons. Okay, we will hearth. We will vendor. Oh, let's turn in quests.
Yo.
That goes in the bank, which we're right next to. Page 8 is a vendor.
Have a good one.
So this will take probably 10 or 15 minutes to do what I'm doing right now. So let's just get it done ASAP.
Yo. Glad I could.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what do you want? Be good.
Go turn in this one.
Greetings. Can I help you? Hey there. What can I do for you?
Wait, what?
You need something? Hey there. Greetings. You need something?
Yeah, that's all the quests that I have to turn in down here. Do we just get our mount today? Like right now? Yeah, let's do it. I have the money. It'll take a bit. Sorry. I'm not very fast. But I'll be faster after I do this. %10 discount being honored.
I am revered. We're good. But of course, we want the Black Stallion, so this is going to take even longer now that I'm looking at it. Alright, so I have to run all the way to Eastvale. Train riding. And then run all the way to... We don't even buy it there. We run all the way to Redridge. Take the flight path to Wetlands. And then buy it from Wetlands. So we have quite a ways to go. I should make sure that I have everything in order for leaving. I do. Okay. I spent like an hour in this farm watching Nostalgia Critic videos and just killing boars on this character. I think when we hit 60, we'll do a run back here.
Here we go. Get ready.
What can I do for you?
Nice.
Hello.
Yeah, she only has
Safe
Pinto,
travels.
Chestnut, and whatever the third one was. But I'm a winner and a cool. So we are going to keep running.
Well met.
Okay.
See you around.
7-minute flight. So we'll be done at 50. Then we can buy the horse. We will start the flight to that place. Westfall. We'll start the flight to Westfall and end the stream there. I'm gonna grab a beverage. We'll start the flight to Westfall, end the stream there. When I get back after the doctor's appointment, we will finish the flight, run down, turn in the first part of the trinket quest. Then we run into Nessingwary's expedition, turn in Head of Bangladesh. Hearth. From there, kill pirates. Yeah. And then tonight we will hit level 47 and some change. Ideally. Oh, I shouldn't even be... This is kind of a waste, isn't it? Oh no, hold on, I'm in the wrong spot. 76. I didn't know I had that quest. I should try for Cortello's riddle again. And where do we go after Swamposaurus? Tanaris. Okay. So we finish this definitely tonight. Nice. I'm so excited, dude. It's time. It's finally time. I've made it through 58 levels on a hunter without this. I've made it through 46 levels on this character without this. And finally, now, in 1 minute and 15 seconds, it'll be time. Are you ready? if you're passively watching and only somewhat paying attention, now is the time. The greatest of all times, in fact. To pay attention. This is it. This is the moment. No amount of siphoning luck from me for 20,000 years can ever remove this moment from me.
Well,
You ready? 75 gold? 72 gold. Or sorry, 3 gold. I don't know why I said 72. 75 down to 3. And... boom. We did it. We are finally, for the first time in years, we are finally mounted. Look at that. Look at that speed. Oh boy, howdy hey. I just did it. I got the Uma. Wait, let's get out the little pet. Put the Uma down. Boom. Ah. Get out of my screenshot, nerd. Boom. Screenshotted. Send tweet.
Hey there.
Not literally right now, but eventually. Alright, so, next time. I'm gonna leave the flight up while I get socks and stuff on. So next time, meaning tonight, I run down to Whiskey Slim, I think his name is, or something like that. I forgot his name. Not Whiskey Slim. I run down to somebody, and I turn the water in. I'm on this, right? Yeah. So I run down to the guy. I turn in the holy water. Once the holy water is turned in, I pick up the next part of the quest. And then I hearth to Booty Bay. From Booty Bay, I go out and kill pirates until I hit page 20. From there, we go back to... where do we go? We siphoning what's like terminology for like a hype beast posting on Twitter? Could match these bands. What is a way to say no amount of X could prevent me from getting this drip in a very over the top hype beast on Twitter way?
Ooh, clear this shopping cart. I like that. Could prevent me from clearing this shopping cart. Money. Money emoji. Some kind of money. 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 There we go. Not acquired. Boom. Posted. How close are we? We're not close enough. It's a minute 46. Alright. Peace out. I'm gonna go. Bye.